Hi, welcome to my channel. So if I look annoyed, it's because I was talking to the camera and the camera wasn't on. Yay. So anyway, today I wanted to bring you guys today I wanted to bring you guys a little video on what I'm going to be reading to end the month of September and possibly get into the next month, into October. So here is a few things that I picked up. It's not a big list, it's a mini haul. It's not even a haul, but just a couple books that I have that I picked up, and I wanted to share with you guys. So the other day, the kids and I were at Barnes and Noble. Every now and then we go there. It's about 20-25 minutes away. I don't like to go a lot because I don't like driving too much. And yeah, so whenever we do head to the other side of town where Barnes and Nobles is, we usually make a day of it. I'll go to Marshall's and things like that over there. The kids usually go, my son goes to GameStop and also to Barnes and Noble. And yeah, so the two of them were picking out books. He's very much into the Percy Jackson series. So he has two of the series. He has a Percy Jackson, the Olympus, I don't know what it's called. But he has that. And then he has whichever one comes after that series. So each series has 5 books. He has 2 of the series, so do the math. And he plans to read the King Chronicles next, I believe. And super excited about the TV show. He loves, oh my gosh, he loves that boy who's gonna play Percy. And so yeah, he's very excited about the series. He's watched Project Adam, because he's just really into Percy Jackson, and that kid is gonna play Percy Jackson. So he watched Project Adam for that reason, and now he loves this actor. He's also excited about the changes. At first he was weary, but he's since seen Rick discuss the changes that are happening, and he's in support of what Rick supports. So good for him. So long story short, we were at the Barnes and Nobles near us, and my daughter picked out a book. She's into mysteries, guessing who killed someone, and when we bought her book, we could get another book for like half off, but it was like a specific, like 3 specific books or something, I don't know. So while we were at the register at first, we didn't know that was the sale. So we didn't know. We get to the register and the cashier tells us, hey, with certain books you can get this book for like, I think it wasn't $5. I don't think it was half off. I think it was like $5. So I thought, okay, I'll get this. So I end up getting the Firekeeper's Daughter. So there's the cover. I'm sure everyone's seen this book. So I want to read this. I've heard the synopsis before, but I honestly cannot remember exactly what it's about. It's been a month or so since we picked it up, but I want to give it a try. The cashier said that it's so good and they're gonna make a series out of this. So hey, I don't know why. Whenever I love sci-fi, so whenever there's a movie or a book adaptation, if I haven't read the book, I will try to read it before the TV series comes out or what have you. I didn't do that with foundation, and now I kind of regret it because I don't know how I feel about foundation actually. It's so I like foundation, but there's parts of it that I'm like I don't like. So whenever they skip forward hundreds of years, I'm like, what are you doing? What is happening? I can't, you almost feel like you can't get attached to certain characters. Even though I probably shouldn't get attached to them. It's the Empire. Like, he's the bad guy. Why get attached to the bad guy? Maybe because he's, I don't know, cute. So yeah, I'm even like I'm getting off topic. Anyway, since this is going to be adapted, I was like, the cashier let me know. I was like, oh, that'll be fun. I can read it and see how it is adapted. So yeah, I want to read The Firekeeper's Daughter. And so I was going to read the first little intro. I am a frozen statue of a girl in the woods. Only my eyes move, darting from the gun to their startled expression. Gun, shock. Gun, disbelief. Gun, fear. The thump, the thump, the thump, the thumb. The snub nose revolver shakes with tiny tremors from the jittery hand aiming at my face. I'm gonna die. My nose twitches at a greasy sweetness, Familiar vanilla and mineral oil. WD-40. Someone used to clean the gun. More scents. Pine, damp moss, skunky sweat, and cat pee. The thumb, the thumb, the thumb. The jittery hand makes a hacking motion with the gun, as if wielding a machete instead. Each diagonal slice toward the ground gives me hope. Better a random target than me. But then terror grips my heart again. The gun, back at my face. Mom, she won't survive my death. One bullet will kill us both. A brave hand reaches for the gun, fingers outstretched, demanding, give it, now. The thumb, I'm thinking of my mother when the blast changes everything. That's intriguing. For some reason, that intro reminds me of the second part of this series is called Firestarter. What is the book? Oh, for some reason the intro reminds me of Black Sun. It's not in modern times. Black Sun isn't. They don't have guns. They mostly have just swords and things like that. But the way it kind of pulls you in with the intrigue of not knowing exactly, some stuff that's happening, but not everything. I do like, I like that intro. So I'm excited about reading this, The Firekeeper's Daughter. I didn't think it would take place, starting off with, with violence, but okay. And next, so the next book that I have, same thing. We were at Barnes and Noble, and at the register we could get this book for $5, and I said, hey, why not? Because if I'm going to spend my money on books, I might as well get the deals when I can. And I don't really read mystery books. I don't really like mystery movies. So usually I will watch a mystery movie if someone suggested, like my sister, or if I'm just watching something with my husband. So we watch those goofy mystery movies, like the Adam Sandler one with Jennifer Aniston. What is that called? I forget what it's called. It's cute. It's a mystery. So we'll usually watch stuff like that, but it's not like something that I gravitate towards. I don't know why. It's just not my cup of tea. But $5. So I picked up the Mary Shelley Club by Goldy Moldavsky. I haven't heard of this author. I haven't heard anyone talk about this book. It says high school is a scream. So it sounds like, well, let's see. The Mary Shelley Club is, well, this is the club rules. It says the Mary Shelley Club is a secret. Everyone gets one fear test that all members must help execute. You must perform the task that the leader of the fear test assigns to you. No exceptions. You must pick your target before the test starts. That's your 8 ball. You may scare everyone else in the room, but if you don't sink your 8 ball, you fail the test. The game isn't over until everyone's had their turn. A member of the club may never be a target. A fear test ends when your target screams. So, she is also the author of Lord of the Fly Fest and Just Say Yes. So, okay. So it seems like she has she doesn't just do mystery novels, it looks like, because Just Say Yes looks like maybe like a rom-com type of book. And then Lord of the Fly Fest seems more sci-fi again. So maybe we'll give it a try. All right. So, and lastly, we actually got this book. We got this book for free for a pretty much like a what is it called? Like the military has like marriage retreats where they pay for your room and board for you to go to whatever location that they decided on, and you pretty much kind of take little tests and stuff to learn more about your spouse, learn how to better communicate. Initially, I was introduced to this back in like 2013, I believe. And they did the whole love. No, this was before then. We were in Texas. So maybe that was in 2009 or 10. We went to our first family retreat. I remember it was like out in the woods. There was no phone, no TV. The kids can come with you. They have daycare provided. So our kids were really small at the time. So obviously they came with us. They went to the daycares there. And my son actually, he was like 1. So he actually knew one of the daycare attendants because when I was going to the gym on post had a daycare inside, and I would always drop him off at that daycare. This daycare attendant was hilarious because he was a male daycare attendant. And imagine there's not a lot of kids, not a lot of parents would bring their, I don't even know if a lot of parents knew that this gym had a daycare in it. And so whenever I dropped Tay, my son, off, he's 1, he can walk. He wasn't walking like great, but he could walk. But there was hardly ever any other kids in there. So I would bring him there. And the daycare attendant, it was always a guy and one woman. I would sign him in, drop him off. They would have on the Mickey Mouse Club because it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. They would have on the Mickey Mouse Club when I dropped him off, and it never failed. Every time I picked him up, he and this daycare attendant that was the guy, they would always be sitting on the couch or the chair together watching sports recaps for football and stuff. And so one day, I don't know if the guy felt like, oh, maybe she might feel a way that I'm always, I don't keep it on kids programs for him. So one day he goes, he really likes football. And I'm thinking in my head, he's 1. He would, sit on the couch. He would watch a little bit of football with my husband, but come on now. He didn't change the channel. He didn't change the channel. You changed the channel. Which I don't care. You know, I didn't care, but I thought it was funny that he thought he had to find an excuse why he was watching football with my son. But anyway, so we went to that marriage retreat. This marriage retreat, so in that marriage retreat, we did the 7 love languages. That's the first time I had ever heard of the 7 love. What is it? 7 love language? Anyway, the love languages. The next retreat we went to, it was in Charleston, South Carolina. My husband didn't even come to this one because he was deployed, but the chaplain, which is the pastor for the unit, he said, hey, you can still go. So I went with my kids and my cousin and got to see Charleston for the first time, so it was nice. And we did 7 love languages again. So this one I was pleasantly surprised that we didn't go over the love languages for the umpteenth time. Everyone knows about love languages. We actually went over a different thing where it was a whole not exercise, but a study that was done. I don't remember all of it, so I'll look into it again and I'll come back. But either way, some of the free books that were there available was sorry, just got a phone call. Some of the books that were available was this book, which was Come As You Are, and it's kind of provocative. I don't know if you're sensitive, but Come As You Are, and it kind of looks like, you know, something. So it is a surprising new science that will transform your love life by Dr. Emily Nagoski. She's a PhD, and yeah, so we grabbed the book because it was free. Are you catching the trend? Are you catching on? Yeah, if it's free, if it's discounted, I might pick it up. So this one was free. We picked up some other ones that my husband has near his bed, but I don't see myself reading those, honestly. But I figured I would read this to see what the doctor says about your love life. But yeah, and I just think it's a unique cover. I love the pink in it. It's so cute. So yeah, so it's about you know, in the 20th century, women's sexuality is seen as men's sexuality light. Basically the same, but not quite as good. So yeah, that's Come As You Are. So I figured I would give that a shot, and yeah, I'm excited to read each of these books. I think I'm especially excited to read The Firekeeper's Daughter. I do think that the Mary Shelley Club will surprise me, because I don't know, I end up liking mysteries, at least the movies, but for whatever reason, I always think, oh, no, I'm not gonna like this. So even like not Knives Out, but yeah, Knives Out. I knew about Knives Out for the longest. I think, you know, Chris, what's his name, is cute. Captain America is cute. But even that couldn't pull me in to watch that movie for some reason. I just was like, I don't know. But then my sister was saying, oh, it's so good. It's good. It's good. You should watch it. It has a good twist. And so one day I finally watched it, and I was like, oh, okay. I thought that, I don't know why, I always think mysteries, it's gonna be in your face. You're gonna know who did it, who done it, you know. So I always think, I'm not watching this, you know, I'm not reading this. But I need to get out of that mind frame and just give it a try from time to time. So yeah, I think that maybe the Mary Shelley Club will surprise me. If not, I'll let you guys know. If it does, I'll let you guys know. If it don't, I'll let you go. I'll let you know. Either or. But yeah, this is my reading list for the next half of the month. And Bye. Ooh.